this light now, just like that. So they kept walking. They got in their car. What happened? What happened? They responded to the abusive language they were conditioned to respond to. And here I had to act out of character to get them to do what was right for them to do in the first place. Why? Because our young people are conditioned to only respond to abusive language. They tell them, they aren't in the songs, it's in the song. Tell the club up, tell the book club up, got to do this, got to get in the mall, it's going down, get the my face, and all this kind of stuff. Even in the music, the kids are trained and conditioned to only respond. It don't sound good unless it's 3 or 4 cuss words in it. And it's a continuous cycle of abusive language that we as parents are allowing our children to be a part of. And we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Yeah. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Because we're fueling the fire from the tongue. We're fueling the tongue, a destructive fire that's in the tongue. Because what happens is children mimic what they hear. In the home, they mimic what they hear. In the songs, they mimic, and then they go to school cussing the teacher out. Because of the fact that they've been trained on how to cuss somebody out at home. Oh boy. They go to school, and they don't learn it at home. The kids are not taught on how to filter out what the kids say to them. I did this with my children one time. I don't mean to say too much, but I remember one time, I never use my children in illustrations, but this is funny. I ain't gonna embarrass you. She was little. And the little boy said something to her. She said it right back to him. He said, blank, blank her. She said, blank, blank you too. So, what we had to do, we had to stop everything. Stop everything. Didn't beat her butt. Didn't do that. Because as a father, I didn't do something I was supposed to do in the first place. So this is what I did. I said all the words to her. I don't know if she remembered that. Said all the words to her, told her what all the words meant, and then at that point, she knew and understood what I meant. And so if I ever, under any circumstances, hear of you saying these things again, you're going to be in a world of trouble. Now, so far, that's worked, praise God. Amen. Praise God, that's worked, because what has to happen is, I think that, and that's something that God gave me to do. He said, son, don't get mad. So I didn't get mad. So I trained on what the words meant, told her what they meant, told her how people use them, and I told her, now that you know how they're used in the incorrect way, I better not hear you say it. Same thing happened with John. John heard something on TV, he repeated, did the same thing with him. Now Isaiah, it ain't happened with him yet. It ain't happened with him yet. So we have to make sure we give that speech to him before it happened with him. We got to do it before it happened. We got to do it before it happened. But anyway, praise God, praise God. The key is, it's not in what you say. It's often in how you say it. Because the majority of what's intended by what is said is communicated in nonverbal communication. That's right. It's intended, it's communicated in our tone, it's communicated in our body language. Here's what I can say is, I didn't tell you to go across the street. That means I didn't do it, but somebody else may have. I didn't tell you to go across the street. That means I did tell you. And I didn't tell you to go across the street. That means I didn't tell you, but I told somebody else to go across the street. I didn't tell you to go across the street. That means I meant for you to stay on this side of the street. I didn't tell you to go across the street. That means I told you to go across the lot. I told you to go across the road. I told you to go in the house. So different tones implies different meanings to what I said. Same words, right? Okay, that's how it is. That's how it is. Let's go to the Bible. Let's go to the Bible. Let's go to the Bible. Get a message. Let's go to the Bible. And I'm almost through. Now, verse 3 and verse 4. It talks about the bit and the rudder. The horse is controlled by what's called the bit in its mouth. I don't know if you've ever been horseback riding, but the horse has reins around his head that go around his head like this. But in the mouth is what's called a bit. It's a metal bit that they stick in the horse's mouth. and it irritates the horse. But yet still, used correctly, you can steer the horse to go the way you want the horse to go. I was trained on how to ride a horse when I was about 5 years old, four or five. The first time I rode a horse, I got stuck on a horse. So I don't remember doing it, but I saw the pictures. But the thing is that